very special show. We say very special a lot because all of them are special. But this show is very heart touching show. Um, it's Juneteenth. For our people, is a very special day. Um, but for myself, it's even a little more special because God is still using me, and as long as He uses me, I'm grateful. Um, so this is the talk show that matters, Man and the Mirror Show, and we call it the because it's a personal journey. That's why we got that mirror right there because start with me and with me. Um, we got some familiar faces, maybe not everybody, but they're familiar to us. So, two guys I grew up with, and two guys that I'm still growing up, or another guy that I'm still growing up with. um, and we're in my home. That's why this is very intimate because I don't just let everybody in my home. I don't get visitors like most people get visitors and family members just drop by. Don't none of that happen here. So we don't do that. Me and my wife, ain't nobody never dropped by since we've been together 19 years. We don't do that. So we don't just pop up on people. So we ain't asking for nothing that we don't do ourselves. With that said, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you gotta, you know me. So I'm gonna make it clear. It's a special thing, but I invite you in my home. You gotta be a different breed. You know, I love you guys, right? Um, early today, my man Captain Ruffin II, he finished the touching for the Boo Jones show documentary, and I watched it this morning, and it pulled in my heartstrings. So it was deep because he got the message out there, you know, that you can overcome things, and it ain't hopeless. You know, it ain't hopeless. I don't care what you've been through. So we're gonna talk about that, dive into that, and by it being Juneteenth, y'all know what the title for the day is. Topic.
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Freedom ain't free.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So before we do that, you know, Marcus used to be this Marcus. We'll start with him because he used to be a co-host on Man in the Mirror for some time. So he know how we do it. So I'm gonna introduce Marcus, and Marcus, you're gonna introduce the man next to you, get his name, and you know his name, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna show you how we do it, and then you introduce me.
And I introduce you. I can do that.
Okay. So I'm gonna go to Marcus first. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to Marcus first. Marcus, tell a little brief about yourself, and then pass the ball to the next man.
So yeah, my name is Marcus Pratt, native of Virginia, stomping all DMV, of course. You know, we all mixed the same area up over the years, but got a background in sales, business finance. Did some time, not did some time, but I've been in psych, worked in psych, um, been married, got some kids, family man, been in the streets, all that stuff too. And now I just thank God for the opportunity to be here today, to have made it through my ignorance, my foolishness, and still, be on course with what God had for me in my life and see what I can contribute to while I'm here. You know what I mean? So that I think that's what we all here doing right now anyway. So I may not know these gentlemen personally, but if they're in this house right now, I'm sure we're on the same page.
Absolutely.
Yes, we're on the same page.
Absolutely.
So I consider it an honor to be here with you gentlemen, and I'm going to what's your name, brother?
Brian, man.
Brian, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, and I'm going to pass it to you.
Man, it's hard to piggyback on that.
Oh, no.
It's hard to piggyback on that. I'm Brian Dye from Alexandria, Uptown, Colonial Avenue, by way of the highway. Man, I've been in the post office for up to 37 years. Vice president of the union, executive executive board member on the Virginia State Association of Letter Carriers. Been mentored by the National Council of Negro Women, mentoring the young men, trying to keep them in the right direction. And I don't know if y'all ever heard of that, but they're on Pennsylvania Avenue. We went there for a training one day with the group I had, Working Men Who Care. We did that for a little while, and other than that, man, your mailman from the South Side, man, the people down the South Side know me, and all through Alexandria, delivering mail, doing everything out there. And all my family came from Alexandria, from Route 1, from Woodbridge, all the way down to Arlington. So, man, that's all I can tell you right now. But I'm gonna give it to my man Don Fred Lisenby, my man for years.
Man, I don't know if I can mount up to these two gentlemen. I'll tell you. My name's Fred Lazenby, aka Big Don, as they used to call me in the neighborhood. Native of Alexandria. Grew up off of Duke Street, Taylor Warren Parkway, the Angel Park crew, not far from Cameron Valley. Did a lot of dirt in my early years, cut up, getting in trouble and stuff, and playing in go-go bands. I think that was the one thing that kind of kept my nose straight and things of that nature. But went on. I was married for 29 and a half years. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. Had 2 kids, we raised the kids up. We did good. I got the kids out, going and everything. I did 29 years at General Services Administration, until I got sick. Got sick with 3 autoimmune diseases. And that kind of knocked me down for a little bit. But, through the grace of God, I got back up and doing my thing now, active in church. And just glad to be here with these mighty gentlemen, these mighty men of valor right here. It's a true privilege to be here, especially with this gentleman right here to my left, who I've had the pleasure of playing in go-go bands with many years ago. Known and we used to talk a lot and things, and I'm just so glad to be here and be able to, share what I can do and good things like that. And now I'm going to introduce a gentleman here, man, who is, bigger than introduction, but I'm going to give it back to Mr. Boo Jones here.
Oh man. Like I said, one thing I can say, we don't blow smoke. So everything that these guys say, I know is genuine. And that's because, certain people pass acid tests. That don't mean they always gonna do things that please you, but but we be understanding that nobody's gonna hit the mark perfect every time, but we know the heart of the person. So I can contest to that about these guys. And tonight we're just gonna chop it up, man, just like we always do, and we're gonna expand on the topic. And talk a little bit about the documentary if you want, right? But we expand on the topic, and the topic is freedom ain't free. Took me a long time to understand that. So we're gonna start the same order, and man, as long as you talk about what you want to talk about, man.
True. I had an opportunity to look at the documentary earlier today. And there's, a lot of stuff, because I wasn't particularly growing up in that particular area, but I know the area, but I just didn't live there. So a lot of the stuff I can relate to, but didn't know the people that was doing it. But, you know what I mean? But one thing I definitely want to say, first and foremost, is years ago I came across this guy named Red from like North Carolina, right? And he was telling me, he said, I'm gonna write an autobiography. And he said, because I'm gonna tell you something about knowledge. It resonates when I hear it. When I hear good stuff, it resonates, I keep it. He said, I'm gonna write a book, my autobiography, because when I'm dead and gone, I want my grandkids and beyond to be able to know who I am. And when I saw the documentary, of course, there was a message in the documentary, but it's also an awesome tool and vessel for that to expand into your lineage beyond your days.
I gotta stop you on that because that's confirmation, because exactly what the man who put it all together did all of the editing and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Ruffin. That's exactly what he said.
Man.
Exact words. He said, "Man, really, this is gonna be your lineage."
Yes, sir.
He said, "For your grandkids and your grandkids and their grandkids, they're gonna say this is where we come from."
Yep. That's
So,
right.
You know, this is our bloodline. We can overcome anything.
That's
So
right.
what you going through? Remember, great grandfather Boo Jones.
Mm-hmm.
So
right.
yeah, and I understand that,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I absolutely when I saw it, I was able to relate to the content, but I saw the overall value in it too. And I think that's something that we all should look at, leaving some storyline for our generations to come, not leaving it for interpretation.
Right.
Each generation starts anew and don't know who they are, so that means they can be formulated by what's going on at that time because they don't know who they are.
Right.
So I saw the value in what you leaving behind for what you put in front of us today, but also what you leaving behind as well.
And I want to expand on that. I'm gonna do that with y'all because I'm a quarterback a little bit. But I want to expand on what Marcus is saying. Don't have to be my blood either.
That's right.
See, that's what we got to understand
Mm-hmm.
because they, in our culture, we used to, and Marcus know about this because I heard him say it. We used to have the village mentality
Mm-hmm.
coming from where our ancestors come from. They had a village mentality. Like when they went out in the woods to hunt, and you ever see when you see Roots, there's one little part when they were taking Kutikite out so you become a man. His father ain't the only one took him out.
That's right.
The village men.
That's right.
And then he got his own hut.
Yep.
That's correct.
So we definitely
Well,
want to do that.
He's gonna have to have good credit and a whole lot of stuff to get his own hut.
Things have changed.
Oh boy.
Hut decline.
Yes, sir.
Slide again. Hut decline.
Yeah, but
It's money on me.
but yeah, brother, great piece of work, man. And I see you doing you got your feet wet on that. So keep doing it. That'll more than likely expand. You know what I mean?
We always talked about stuff.
Yeah.
Expand. It's supposed to grow.
Yeah. The natural course of anything successful, and this is just nature. The natural course of anything successful is expansion.
Yeah, absolutely.
The seed drop a seed, that seed drop a seed.
That's right.
And they say, you got a force.
That's right.
They start off one
that's
seed.
right.
Seed. Yeah.
That's right.
Man.
But listen, after we do this, man, it's free for all.
Right.
So we're gonna do this one time.
Okay.
Would you get out of the documentary?
Let me tell you this.
Or the topic. You can talk about the topic too.
I'm gonna start by saying it like this. Probably back, I think it was like 19. I'm gonna get ready to tell my age now. 1976, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
I met Boo Jones. I met Boo Jones over a friend of mine named Tommy Thompson, who happens to be Boo Jones' cousin. We was at Tommy's house down in Mount Vernon Square, playing with the football men.
It was serious.
On the football set. And we were down there at Tommy's house, and just scrambling up on that table, on that set. That's where I first met Boo Jones. And just so happened, me and Boo Jones got reconnected in a band called Oasis. Boo happened to be the lead talker. I played the Rolling Toms and the cowbell.
That's early 80s.
Early 80s, like 80, 81, 82, I think it was. Then I got reconnected with Boo again just recently within the last 3 or 4 years with Slade Rhythm Band. So, I mean, I guess that's how God works. Sometimes he put you back in somebody's life like that, to I guess, be a part of what you had coming. Which brings me to the documentary. which was well put together when I saw it earlier.
Man,
It was put together.
Rasul Muhammad.
Right.
Man.
It
No
kinda,
budget films. We gotta give him great credit,
yeah,
man.
it was
right,
good.
that's right.
And he put that thing together, man.
It was really good. He put it together.
Salute him.
It brought back memories of some of the people that me and Boo have been connected with. I saw some of the people on that documentary that I grew up with up in town, up Westover, all the way up until now. And you know, I just wish Boo continued success because Boo been in his game for a minute and you know, for a little while. So when he told me he was doing the documentary and said, Brian, I want you to come on Man in the Mirror, Juneteenth. I said, not a problem. I got you covered.
Yeah, cause you was just on it last month.
Yeah, just on it last
I said,
month.
you gotta come on back.
Yeah,
So I back it on up and do it again. Like
I ain't had no problem doing it, you know. Oh yeah, man, put it together, man.
Go slang. How about somebody talk like that though?
Right.
Be at work talking about, you understand?
Yeah.
Back it on up and do it again. Say what?
Yeah, man, just keep on, man. Don't stop what you're doing, man. You know, you came a long way. Long way. And the one thing about Boo that I've never done, I've never judged Boo. Even through what he talks about in his documentary, never judged him. You know, you go through ups, go through downs, you prosper from it. And it goes back to your topic.
Well, that tell you how powerful my God is. See, it's a testament to him, to how strong he is, not how strong I am, but I had to be in my total weakness for him to be strong. So, you know, when I come to the end of myself, then I was ready for him to do the work. Because one thing I know about the God that I had, and I had to say that's the God that sent Jesus Christ. Not the religion. I'm talking about the relationship. Right. And what I noticed, you know, like if you have a relationship with somebody, you're supposed to know their behavior, their character, you know, and what they, you know, what do and what they won't do, or how they operate. And the way I see how my relationship got stronger with him, the way he operates, man, he wants me to have no more ideas and power. He don't want me to say, well, I know what I can do.
Right.
And then he'll do it for me. That don't mean that I just sit back and don't do nothing.
Right.
What it means is that I do what he instruct me to do, and then he'll take care of the outcome. And I try to do that. But that's what I'm saying. Even trying to do that, as long as we in this, we're gonna fall short.
Struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I struggle with some things. I still struggle with. I said, God, help me with this area. And then sometimes I keep it 100. I might not want to help right now. It's certain things.
Right.
Yeah. I might not want to help right now. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, that's the journey. And what you were saying is that's why we don't judge a person. Hold up, we got a caller. Caller.
Boo, you hear me?
It's him. Hey y'all. This is the guy who
You can hear me, man?
edited it and put everything together, producer.
Oh, well done.
Good job.
How y'all doing?
Mr. Calvin Ruffin II.
Excellent work.
Yes,
Excellent
indeed.
work.
Much respect, guys. Like I said, very happy. I talked about this really for about 2 years to get together, and we finally got a chance to do it. So it's been a lot to me, man, because I learned a lot about AVA from him. And my first go I saw was Elwood and them and Air Raid in like '82. So the whole thing, man, it was just real nice to do it. I tell you, I don't know all the brothers that who've been telling me about, but I just felt, I'm an underdog guy, and I really felt like, man, it was a privilege to do it because AVA is such a real contributor to the genre. It's like I can't believe nobody else did it, but I tell you, I'm sort of happy they didn't because me and Boo got to do it,
Hello?
I'm here, boy. I may be going. I'm in the car with the white. I may have some trees blocking.
Oh.
Can you hear me, bro?
We listen to
Yeah,
you.
I'm gonna wait maybe trees. I'm coming come out in the open in a minute, but these trees pretty dense, man, where we're coming from. But I'm here, though, boy. I'm here.
Straight into it. Talk straight into it.
Okay, you can hear me better?
Oh, we good. We good. Just go ahead and talk.
Yeah, no, that was. I mean, that was
Listen
pretty.
to
I was
it,
waiting
man.
on
We
you
got
know
the
you.
floor, man.
That's cool, but like I said, that was the main thing I wanted to really say was like, I knew something special was happening when I got the opportunity to do it. I mean, it's like people slept on that, but man, I'm just really happy, man, because with Elwood and learn about all this stuff, man. Trust me, it was very important to me, man. 'Cause you notice that I did that was almost 2 hours. We didn't do that kind of thing before. We were doing documentaries, for 55 minutes, whatever. But that's how much that whole thing meant to me because a lot of people have been getting overlooked, man. And I feel like that, far as us concerned, like a lot of talented people get overlooked, man, for what they do and how they kept that genre going, man. So, we did something special, man. Trust me, we know you deserved it. Ain't no question, right? Remember when we used to talk, I used to say it was gonna take your story, boo, to actually kick the door down. They can't deny you, man, because you walk both roads and then to be where you at now, helping people clean, all those good things. I mean, what can somebody say, man? Because for real, only the soldiers can walk that walk. And you and I, we had deep discussion about the fact that you know why you here and you know why this story is out here. It's bigger than you and me. But guess what, boo? After all them all night, early morning conversations where we actually did it, man. We put something out here and me and you did it. That's the part that made me so happy because we used to talk about this, man.
I thank God for it, man, because I was just telling them before you got on there, man. It's a testament to how powerful our God is, not how much we are, but how powerful He is, man.
Right.
Because it's not too.
I'm still with you, boy. I'm gonna pull up to my Facebook page.
Now I can see the wreckage of
my ear be better on.
The whole street life.
My ear better
It's not just you. It's some people don't even drink or nothing, but live that lifestyle. It die the same way. Gruesome deaths or never getting out or getting under the.
I'm here for 1 second. I'm pulling you back up on.
All that. And we talking about freedom ain't free. Mm-hmm. It ain't, man. You got to do some work too. God, He bless you, but it's still some work. He'll supply the shovel, but we got to do the thing.
Track.
So thank you again, Kevin. Man, this is only the beginning, man. And that's like with relationships, man. Even with your family, y'all go through stuff, man, adversities. But
I got you, but you know what? If I'm not, I'm listening, man. But I'm on this phone. The thing is, I'm not hearing you all the way. So, look,
in the relationship,
hey, boy, I shouldn't be. He can't hear me yet. Well, I shouldn't be long, brother. I should be home about 20 minutes. I'm gonna show will go till 9. So I'm gonna call you as soon as I get in the house. Okay?
You can call back. You got that?
Okay, got you.
Carte blanche.
Okay, bro. Okay.
So yeah, man, that was him.
Good job.
See, a lot of people didn't know, man. We was talking about this for 2 years. Wow. When we first met,
you told me about it though. You told me about it
when we first met.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. When we first met, we talked about doing this. So, yeah. So, man.
I met Boo. I believe it was 82, 83.
82.
The tail end of the Young Funk band.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I came in, there was a little controversy with the other Congo player. Very, very, very stoic brother. Very stoic brother by the name of Uncle Boogie from Alexandria. Much love to him. We used to work out practice together, Mushy. But I came in and Mushy went out. He wasn't too happy about that. And then the other lead talker, he left. And Chucky Gibson. And so about that time, I came in and then Boo came in. Boo always had the reputation of being this tough guy, So many people said this and that. But when I met the brother, I'm like, man, no, that's so far from the truth. You know what I'm saying? I never met somebody in the go-go realm who was so dedicated. You know, he was stern now. You mess up in practice or something, he call you out and tell you straight up in your face, right? But I respected that, man, and I began to grow and know Boo. And man, we began to grow, and he would make raps up for me, and I played the combos and called me out, and we hooked up. And then I remember when we changed the name of the band, it was a big rift. They didn't want to do it. We voted on it.
I came up with the name.
He came up with the name.
Yeah,
Ace Deuce.
Yeah.
Yep, Ace Deuce get loose.
And they ain't want it.
No, they didn't want it. We just barely. I remember in Yao's living room, we had the meeting. I think it was by one vote. We came up and we changed the name of the band. You know, and then we changed the name of the band. We start going in different directions.
That's kind of like you and Mike. Y'all understood, man. We wasn't always gonna be young.
Exactly.
So if we want to, if we want to have some longevity, we need a name that's a longevity name.
Right.
What we look like 40 years old? Young fun.
Yeah. Kane, the woman. You know, but I love Boo's work ethic. And with Boo, man, we really started to grow, man. You know, we did some studio work and some things like that. And before Boo, we didn't reach DC and Maryland. I remember when Boo came, man, we were playing places like Evans Grill. Oh, man, some other spots. I can't remember. We played so many. A lot of them, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was afraid to go in and out of up in there back in the day. But everywhere we would go, Boo, my man. I'd be like, oh, man, I'm all right. I'm with Boo. You know what I mean? So I was good to go, man. But, you know, leading on over to the documentary, man, very touching, brother. I knew you always told me, you know, you had some tough times coming up, but I had no idea to the extent. I didn't quite get to finish it. I was a little busy this morning, man, but it was so touching, brother. I can't wait till I get back tonight to finish it. But what I liked in there, man, you showing you leaving for your future, and not just your family future, but kids and young folks everywhere that you can overcome. You know, because so many have tough situations, but nowhere near situations that you've overcome, you know, and you showed that. You showed that, and you really touched me in your video, man, and that was some great work. I really loved that, you know. I really did, you know, and just like you say, freedom isn't really free. You got to earn it, you know. God forgives us for our sins, but you're going to suffer for them, you know, because I know a lot of things I did early in life and all of that, man.
You had to pay for it.
Well, you tell me, oh, you're going to pay for that one day. You're going to have to live with that. You know, when you're young, you don't think about it, you know. But then when you get older and it manifests and you start living with some of that dirt you did, because some things I've done, I got to live with, you know, it hurts me. It touches my soul. I know God's forgiven me, but still you have to live with those things. So saying that, you know, brother, the things you're doing now, man, it just touches me, man. Keep going. I love to see you still in go-go and, you know, doing things, man, doing these shows and all these great things, brother. And I'm just glad to be a part of it, man. I'm glad I met you long ago, man. Long ago. I remember when we were on TV for the first time. One of the first go-go bands in Alexandria. Yeah, the first
in DC area.
Yeah. We
with nobody on TV back then.
Yeah,
That's right.
Alexandria Cablevision.
Jones.
And guess who I rode up there with? Boo Jones. My father's pickup truck. And I remember us rapping in there, man.
Yeah,
And,
man.
we said one day, bro, you know, man, we're going to be beyond all of this. And when we grow in our futures. But what I'm saying, man, it's so touching to sit here 40 years later and watch this as manifest out. Now I'm here with this brother, man, in a different realm, doing some different things, man. It's really touching to me. So, you know, I say that, and I'm going to pass it back on to the the one right here.
Like, man, so now we're for free for all, man. If you get a point, I don't care if you cut me off. You get a point, let's roll. We rolling that. And see, that, you know, I had to learn how to adjust to things, man. You know, practice acceptance. Acceptance, like, you know, like a lot of times people think acceptance means I just accept you, roll over me, or do this and that, because that's where your mentality is. Acceptance means that I can't change you. This is where I'm at right now in my life. You know, when I seen him, he the one, that video did us when we was young, he the one had it.
Meant that much to me.
He the one had it. He had it on the VHS.
Yeah. Show you how old it was, VHS. You know?
And then I took it, I rode all the way there. He lived in Woodbridge. I come from this.
During the height of COVID.
Yeah. With the mask.
That's how we reconnected.
Yeah. I had to come down there and get it.
Yeah.
And
you
then
sure did.
I went to Walmart with one of them and had them turned it on to DVD.
Right.
And then I bought from my little cousin, I bought the burner that he used to burn my stuff for me at his barber shop. So shout out to Squirt on the Alexandria barber shop out there in Alexandria. And he used to burn them for me. He had a couple burners in the back. So he burned all my slave rhythm stuff. Then I said, man, why don't you send me one of them burners? And then I got a burner.
Right,
Do it
absolutely.
yourself, huh?
Yeah. And by getting that from you, I was able to burn some. And some people now, we ain't the only one that got it.
That's it. Whereas before it was stuck right
Yeah,
there with me
and
because I
wouldn't went
don't
nowhere.
think the other
Right.
band members didn't
And,
have
and,
copies of
and,
it.
and if you would have died, and that, I'm just being honest, it
No,
would've
you-
died.
you're true.
That's
It would've
right.
died.
It would have went with you.
Mhm.
But
You know-
God meant for you to connect with me to get this back out, man.
Yeah, because see
You know.
this, and Marcus said it, man. This is the kind they used to have what was they call them back in the days? They used to have men in the tribe to tell the stories.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I
I
know
can't
what you're
think of the
talking about.
name, but yeah, the
Right.
Yeah, I forget. I heard it on TV one time.
elders or
Right, I
there was a
forget-
term
I
for
forget
it,
the name
yeah.
A G or something.
Mhm.
A G.
OG.
Yeah, OG. Yeah, but for real, like I remember, man. See, y'all heard on there that my grandparents raised me, basically, right? And my mother was an old soul, so even when I went with her, I was in the old. She was a young lady's home with old people,
Mhm.
so they used to tell stories.
Mm-hmm.
The old people tell stories all day. Remember back when One Leg Tim. You remember One Leg Tim used to come down the store and stuff like it. And God bless you. Everybody got a gift. We just don't, tap into what our gift is.
Mhm.
I always talk,
Mm-hmm.
and I got the gift of remembering things. That's a blessing.
It is.
Like I can remember, like almost verbatim, old stuff, and people would be like, "Man, how you remember that?" My family said, "Oh, go tell Boo. Go ask Boo."
Mm-hmm.
But that's man, it's amazing. So this ain't really about me. It's about the how-to. We was talking about something you were saying. You was trying to get the thing, and you put "and,"
Yeah.
and it wouldn't work because it's supposed to be the "and" sign, the symbol,
After you told me to use the symbol
Yeah.
too.
and it didn't work. I was trying to pull the thing up on TV, but I had it separated. Where it said his thing said LD TV, but I had LD space, and then
Right.
it didn't work.
No.
And that's the key, learning the how to. It ain't but so many. It ain't so many ways you can build a watch. It's got to be built a certain way.
True.
It ain't gonna work. And then once you build it, if you ain't got no energy source, even if the energy source is your body, it's got to have an energy source, man. So if you walking around without God, man,
That's deep.
huh?
Deep, brother. Very deep.
You
Yeah.
don't want to do that.
Man,
I
lying.
did that too long.
And I don't know if nobody know. I was gonna wait and say it. We all play go-go together.
Oh yeah.
He played congos for the slave. Now, when he tell you how we met, go ahead, man, because that's a hell of a story too.
So I met Boo through a friend of mine who's no longer here.
See,
Yeah. So he was telling me about Boo. So man, because what was he supposed to be? He was rapping with you, right? Or
yeah,
trying
he was
to.
rapping. He was
That's
trying
what
to
he was
rap.
trying to
Yeah.
do. Yeah, right. So yeah, so that's how we got connected through music. Through particularly go-go. And sometimes I think about go-go, right? For different reasons, but one of the things I think about is the fact that the type of energy and image that you could portray in the music everybody could portray their thug life through this genre.
But so well put.
But look, though, think about it though.
That's the truth, though.
If it wasn't for the genre for us to direct that energy,
They might be out doing.
it would be acted out in crime for real.
That's a good one.
In
That's
crime
right.
for real.
Yeah.
Or a whole lot of misconduct. A
Kept
whole
me
lot
out
of
the street a lot.
Get this place to displace that energy.
absolutely,
you know what I mean?
absolutely. So I think it was able to capture a lot of that energy and try to be constructive with it. And for the most part, it was.
Right.
For the most part, it was. So I don't play the genre anymore because I was officially pulled out. But I got pulled out the genre, but it's still in me.
I think it lives in us.
Yeah.
But it's funny.
You can't get that out.
No,
It
Don't get it out.
It don't wash out.
No,
It
you
takes
don't.
a special brother or sister. I say sister now. Back in the day, it wasn't many sister groups, you know what I mean? But it takes a very
He's
special
talking about
person.
once
They have
it
that in you.
get tattooed.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
From
for
you know,
life.
we grow up around this type of what you say, energy or whatever.
Mhm.
We grow up around it. It's the culture, and it become a part of who you are.
Mhm.
I mean, you got people who never played in the band or nothing, or never did nothing on stage, but man, go in this spirit, and God will use anything. God used Go-Go for these platforms you on right now, for that documentary, for the job I've been doing in substance abuse, all that, because not just Go-Go, but I'm just saying he used Narcotics Anonymous, he used whatever he wants.
Sure.
He used, and people thinking that you are indebted to the vehicle
Right.
without the power.
That's right.
No
Huh?
power
That's
source.
Go try to start your car without the battery.
That's right.
Huh? No power source.
Right.
So I understand this is just vehicles he using. People,
Mhm.
places, and things. Because that's what the enemy copied him.
Absolutely.
He used people, places, and things to make us go down the wrong way.
Trigger you.
Yep.
Trigger. Yeah.
Mhm.
So true.
So
So true.
if you take the trigger off, you ain't got no trigger. Can't trigger. You remove the trigger.
That's deep.
Yeah.
No trigger can't fire and do the mess up, right?
Yeah. And I know we all struggle with that, man, with self-defeating thoughts and all that. We all struggle, man, because that's most people don't, the enemy doing his job. But his job is doing what God want done anyway.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Either we all a piece of coal.
Right.
Either you're gonna get crushed or you're gonna turn to a dime. Which one?
That's right. That's right.
That's it.
It ain't no and
Ain't no in between. Right?
ain't no
That's
in
right.
between. Either you're gonna get crushed or you're gonna turn to a
Come out
dime.
that diamond.
That's it.
You know, I think being almost 54, I don't take it lightly to still be here.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think the older you get, the closer you come to the gate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Amen, brother.
You know what I mean? The closer you come to the gate, the more reality sets in. You're not a man. You're a spirit in a man's body, and you're gonna go back to where you came from. Okay, that's not hard to accept. What you don't want to do is come back with nothing.
Right. Right.
So
Exactly.
from this point, you feel like, okay, well, what am I supposed to be doing? And I need to get to it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
yeah, I think that's an inevitable place for man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fully.
I think it's inevitable because you're a spirit, and as you come in closer
Yeah.
to that particular to the gate,
Mhm.
you're gonna start to reflect. That's how God made us. I don't even believe that there's such thing as an atheist. I don't even believe in that. Yeah. I think there's people that deny God,
Come on now.
but I don't think
Come
it's
on,
any
brother.
that don't believe.
Come on, brother.
I think they deny him.
They
Right.
deny him if
Yeah.
they don't believe.
but the spiritual hardware that God put in you, oh, you know. Oh, you know.
So you know he exists.
You know.
You might don't want to. You might don't want to. You might don't want to mind. That's what he said.
Right.
You might
Oh.
don't.
Right.
Look, look, that told our age right there.
Sure did.
Because it's some young people watching this right now. What do you mean? You might don't want to mind.
What that mean?
What is mind?
They probably Googling it.
Yeah.
We
That's
didn't
all right.
have that.
That's all right.
Basically, mean you follow some instructions. You basically don't want to follow the
Well, you
instructions.
said that, brother. I was just thinking that yesterday. I'm in the reflection period of my life. You know, reflecting on past things, where I'm going, you know, and doing it. You know, because like you say, man, we don't have as long as we've already had this earthen vessel, man. We're getting older since we telling our age, right?
Mhm.
We have to do those things, man, and
Yeah.
make rights for those wrongs in the past and bring back that nature, you know. And man, I wake up every morning, man. I thank God for giving me one more day.
Mhm.
I'll be 58 in August, you know. And I look at so many that come up with us, man, through the years are gone.
Gone.
Man. In their
Been
50s
gone.
and 40s. You know? And like Morgan said, been gone.
Been gone.
It really humbles you up, brother.
And you know,
it really humbles you up.
and it's hard, man. You ever heard the old saying, "It's impossible to please everybody." When you just know your heart in the right place, man, then you ain't worry about it. See, like that's one of the biggest tools that I believe the enemy used, at least on me, trying to please people when I was young.
Mhm.
You can't please everybody.
No.
That's bondage.
That's bondage.
Please.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
bondage.
Yeah.
That's definitely bondage.
That's bondage.
So like when your heart in the right place, then you don't have no regrets. You don't have,
It makes a lot of sense,
Yeah.
man. It's all about your heart being right. You know, you can't please everybody.
No.
All different, you know.
No.
I was watching Jesus of Nazareth one time, and the dude asked John the Baptist. He said, "What must I do to be saved?" And then he said, "Repent, right?" And he said, well, "Should I change my mind, the way I think?" He said, "No, change your heart. Change the heart."
Mm.
And a lot of times, religion don't let people get that, because religion is for show.
Mhm.
And he warned us about, the ones who want to be seen and all that and be vulnerable. That's why what was so important about the documentary was to let people know, man, how powerful my God is. I've been through some stuff. I've been to hell.
Mhm.
People say, well, this person did this person did that. That's their own torture. But they don't have to live there.
Right.
Right.
Dig it.
You don't have to stay there.
No.
They say Christ went to hell.
Mhm.
He ain't
He
stay
stayed
there.
He ain't stay there.
He ain't stay there.
He ain't stay there.
He went.
He ain't stay there.
He ain't stay there though.
Mhm.
Huh? That was the message.
He ain't stay there.
And he came out with all power and the keys.
Sure
Yeah.
Mhm.
did.
So here's what a lot of people don't talk about either. If he got the keys to death and hell and life and all, then that means he the one made the call.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So it don't matter what the adversary do.
Yeah, absolutely. As a matter of fact, hell was made for him. He didn't make it.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah,
Come on now.
Come on now.
Yeah, they don't run the hell. It was made for them.
Yeah.
They don't run that.
Yeah.
They don't run that.
Right. That ain't their
Yeah.
that ain't their spot.
What you don't want to do is something that was made for beings that was in the glory of God since before time, and have created corruption on the planet since the beginning of Earth. They worthy of that. You really ain't.
See? But they want you to think.
Right.
But don't you? But he'll fool you into going in right in there with them.
Yeah.
But you ain't really supposed to be in there.
Right. It wasn't made
It
for
wasn't
you.
made for you.
How about that? It wasn't made
It
for
wasn't. Hey, that's a word, right? It wasn't made for you.
you. See, I'm gonna tell you, it's funny you said that,
Wow.
man. Man, we building here, man, because this I don't talk about nothing I don't know.
Mhm.
You know, some people say, "How you know? Is this?" Because in your mind, you thinking religion. Man, I ain't thinking religion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking facts.
Mm-hmm.
Because I done had a defeated mindset before. The stuff that he's talking about, I done fed into it before, right? But when truth comes, the lie can't stick around.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
See,
Mm-mm.
you know, and sometimes it's the perception of a man. You know, how you look at things, I might not look at it the same way.
Come on now.
Right? And that's all right. You got your perception, I got mine.
Absolutely.
That's why I was talking about that acceptance piece.
Right.
That's part of it. But here's one just like, you know, a lot of slogans. I think we was talking about that. We was talking about that. Cliches, you know, early of the week I do a NA meeting out in Arlington, North Arlington. I did by Horse Hill.
Okay, yeah.
So early of the week, yeah, we played it. Early of the week, I chair with my home group, right? I bring speakers in.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude that was speaking, his topic was vicious. He was talking about the cliches that we have in this arena,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the cliches are powerful
Yes.
because they're truth.
Right.
But some people may look at them different, and that's why they don't get the right outcome
Right.
because of their perception. As a man,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm
So
gonna
is
give
he.
you, yeah, he just said something about made, right? It wasn't made for you, right?
Right.
Mm.
You ever heard they say the truth will set you free? That's a lie.
I never believed it.
No, the wording.
The word will set you
It'll make
free.
you free.
Come on, man.
The
Come on.
word will set you
It'll
free,
make
not the
you
truth.
free.
No, because listen, look. Is a lot what it say,
It'll
Marcus?
make you free.
The word.
It don't say set you free.
Right.
It say what Marcus
It
just
will
said.
make you free.
That's the writing. That's what it says.
That's from inside out.
Mhm.
Wherever you at.
See that's and listen. The truth is God, right?
That's correct.
Did Jesus say I'm the truth?
Mhm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
And we the vessels, right?
Mhm.
He made us, right?
That's correct.
And he said the truth will do what?
Hey.
The truth will make
Make
you
you
free.
Make us free.
And there's no other freedom other than
Right.
the creator.
That's
Mhm.
There's only one creator,
That's right. That's right. That's right.
and there's no freedom other than him. There's no other freedom. Well, I remember when they told Moses, that we talk about all this stuff because it's truth.
Mm-hmm.
Not church, it's truth. We the church. So look, he said, they said when he went up to get the 10 Commandments and he came back and he seen what they were doing, right? And one of them said,
Mm-hmm.
the dude who was stirring up everything, right? He said, Moses, we're not gonna listen to you. You went up there and carved us up.
We made our own God.
Yeah. We don't want we're not gonna listen to your laws, right?
Yeah.
He said, we free, right?
Mhm.
Moses said, without the law, there's no freedom.
You know what? I'm gonna respond to that. I'm gonna respond to that because there's a lot of knowledge that you can read and obtain.
That's right.
There's a lot you can be taught, and a lot you can pick up from other people. But there's also some knowledge if you can clean yourself enough and get
You get a
straight
relationship.
you can also get direct knowledge
Come on.
from the Holy Spirit.
Yes,
Yes.
you get. Yes, you get.
So this is something. This is the understanding that was given to me, and I'm on freedom.
That part.
Freedom.
On freedom.
People talk about rights. I got rights. I have what they talk about rights. They talk about wealth. They talk about freedom. You can't have rights. You can't have wealth. You can't have freedom if there's no power behind it.
Come on, man.
Deep.
You can't.
Everything is regulated, dictated by power.
Pass us.
Yeah.
Power.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't do that to me. I got rights. But when you violate it, and then you go to the courts for justice and you don't get justice, what do you feel? Powerless.
Yep.
Powerless.
That's correct.
Powerless. And what you thought was a right was really the power was extending to you privilege.
extend it.
and they had the ability to move that back and forth. But when it comes to, that just kind of reminded me, you was talking about freedom, but none of those things are really present absent of power. So if we not connected to the power source, we really, all these things that we think we get, they not really in place.
So
Not at all.
hey,
Not
look,
at
so
all.
I got to expand on things, right?
Yes, sir.
So when I said what Moses said about the law, what he's talking about, man, without instruction.
Mm.
Real simple. That car ain't gonna run if it ain't put together right.
That's right. That's right.
Your life and that freedom you talking about,
Dig it.
if you're not together right.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way you be together right if he put you together.
That's right.
Because he the one that created.
That's
I
right.
don't want to wake you up.
But if you go, but see, here's the thing though. One thing we do got freedom of choice.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's it.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, he gave you that. That's why he said it. He said, you get freedom of choice.
Mhm.
Because I don't want no robots just loving. You don't want no woman love you because you're going to make her love you. I don't know. You got some men like that, but I don't think y'all want
It
to.
ain't like that.
Yeah.
It ain't like
Yeah,
that.
you gonna
Earn
make
that love.
you ain't gonna make her love you.
It's a two-way affair.
It ain't worth it, is it?
No.
It's not fulfilling if you making her love you. And you got the pistol on it.
Pistol.
You got
I
the,
made her love me.
you gonna love me. Yeah, so that's what we had talking about. Freedom ain't free, man. You gotta do some work, man. I think we talked about it in the beginning, man, about the shovel thing. You need instruction to learn how to shovel. Like my mom's boyfriend, he was a handyman, God rest his soul. Her last boyfriend before he died, right? And I used to go little jobs with him. And I remember we were gonna build a fence one time. So in theory, I looked at the post hole jump and I said, man, I can do that. In theory.
Till you start.
I ain't never did it.
Right.
I ain't never did it.
Right.
But I'd seen him doing it, so I thought I could just do it.
It's work, bro.
Yeah.
That's work.
Man, it's not only just work. If you do it properly,
Properly.
it's the right way.
Right.
It's less work.
Right.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
You're struggling hard because you're doing it wrong, and the hole ain't gonna be good enough for the post. It's gonna just be a messed up hole.
Mhm. Can't even put a hole
You
in
gotta
the
know,
ground.
plus you got to know how to set it. You
Right.
got to know how to set it.
Just it's real simple is, and then you got to know how to do it.
Mhm.
Instructions.
Process.
Instruction.
Instructions is a right way to do things.
It's everything.
Right.
Yeah, I don't care what people say, man, I can do it this way, that way. Man,
Right.
listen, man, he just put these microphones up for us. Ain't no other way he could do it. Now, he might could cut some wires and jimmy it and all that,
Right,
but it
right.
still go to the same pole.
Mhm.
It still got to go to the same.
It's a way to do it.
It's a way to do it,
Way to
man.
do it.
It's a how-to to everything
It's
if you
so
want the
true.
proper result.
Exactly.
So
Now,
true.
you can do it any kind of way and get any kind of way result. Go ahead and duct tape.
You'll come back. Eventually, you'll come back around. Eventually.
Well, it won't have no stay power.
Mm.
It worked for a little while. You know when people say, man, Jimmy the car, it'll get you down the street.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna get you all the way.
Right.
Ain't gonna get you where you need to
You
go.
can-
Might get you up straight.
Get you
few
home,
hundred
but don't
feet,
leave
but it
home.
don't get you home.
Get you-
Don't crank
It might
up.
not get you
Don't-
home. It might get you that
Yeah.
gas
You wake
station.
up the
Right.
next morning, you sit up there
Right.
like that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Like
a
my
right.
uncle used to say, from nothing leaves nothing.
Mhm.
I couldn't understand that, And as I grew, I began to understand that,
Like Eddie Murphy said, right?
What's that?
He said, nothing for nothing leaves nothing.
Nothing.
Mhm.
You had to do something.
Yeah.
Punch you in the mouth. He said his father told him that. He
Everything
said you
takes
had to
work.
do something.
Mhm.
It made you punch you in the mouth.
I forgot about that.
Mhm.
Everything takes some work. Everything takes some work. And there's instruction behind that work.
Yeah.
Not just simply doing it, no matter what you're doing. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah. Like I remember early on in my journeys, I've been in recovery, right? So didn't have no jobs, no real stable jobs in the beginning. And the dude that was in recovery, he was doing electricity work. He said, "Man, I can teach you. I'm gonna take you on the job, and we're gonna do sockets, and I'm gonna show you." He said, "Now, if you don't listen to me, I ain't got no money for your funeral." That's what he told me.
Mhm.
So I'm letting you know that now.
Mhm.
So your people won't be coming to look at me.
Mhm.
Well, I'm gonna show you how to do it because it's real easy. So he showed me with the black wire and the red wire, and they don't supposed to touch. He told me one was a ground and one was live.
Mhm.
So he taught me how to put it in there. Now, I don't remember all that. That's just a little stuff I remember. Because I didn't want to do that never again. But I remember, man, he even demonstrated what had happened, but he knew how to do it. What had happened if they,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
See that? See that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that hit you, that
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, but
See that plug that it'll burn in steel
Yes.
in a
So
split
it-
second? That's steel now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot of what coming through there.
Mhm.
Now you said power.
Yes, sir. That's right. That's right. That's right.
They do it to steal. Right.
Look, look, all this, you don't got no power.
Mhm.
That power.
And look, the freedom to turn the light on and off
Mhm.
is only because it takes some work. If we don't pay electric bills,
Without
Mhm.
that power, you can turn it on and off all you want. But without
so
that power
for the
source,
freedom
yeah,
to turn the
you
lights on and off be taken away if I don't do the work.
Oh, so true.
So I still got a choice, right?
Absolutely.
But I ain't gonna have no lights
Right,
if I don't
right.
do some work.
You got to do some work.
Huh?
Do some work. You got to.
So-
Eh, Go ahead. And sometimes the work, not sometimes, a lot of time the work is humility. A lot of time the work is humility, man. Like I know that I don't know the word people might take is aggressive or I'm just an energized guy. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean I'm trying to be hostile.
Right.
But most people don't understand. They think you're hostile. Like what you were saying.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Yeah. I ain't never
Oh,
started
man,
no fights.
Boo, man. Oh,
I
man,
wouldn't- I
Boo,
wouldn't
he
no
come
bully.
to the band, everybody trembling, man. I'm sitting there, he rapping to me. I'm like, dude, I knew he was from uptown, town boys and them, man, but this brother good, man. You know, but he was high energy. He liked to do things right. That's
Mhm.
one thing I give it, man. Being in bands with him, he gonna do it right. You know, and I see you do that in every facet of life, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you, man.
And said that's just taking the energy and redirecting it.
Mhm.
Right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because it depends on what you use your energy on.
That's
Mhm.
right.
You know, so like my philosophy is ain't nobody gonna outwork me. But see, when I was cutting up in the street, I thought the same way. Ain't nobody gonna out cut up.
Mhm. I've been there too.
and really,
I'm gonna
man,
be the biggest cut up.
Right.
yeah,
Cut me
yeah.
up.
Right.
You ain't gonna outcut me up.
I'll be out there early in the morning, so you can't outcut me up.
But you know, it's still your heart, man, because man, we all don't feel short. But it's your heart, because people would say, man, one thing I know, this dude got good heart. See, I can say that about Fred.
Mhm.
Now I don't know how much cut up you did. Even if you would have took the package and ran off, I still wouldn't thought you. I would have understand what it was.
Don't let this baby face fool.
No, I would have understand because that's not really him.
Right.
Take away that stuff. That's not him.
Because you knew the real me. We
Right.
used to talk all the
Right.
time. That's how I do the real boy. Man, this dude cool, man. What they talk about, man? But I know when you roll over DC, it was good to have with you.
So you knew
Man, we gonna play it now. Ooh, what's up, man? Oh, we good, dog. Come on.
that.
Just do your thing.
Yeah, just do your
Do
thing.
your thing.
And all of us have played together. You had that experience.
Oh man, most definitely, man. Most definitely. Always. You know, I just, man, you know, I'm a laid back person. You know, I really never let nobody know what I do. I'm just to myself, you know. I don't really get out there, and even if I did dirt, I did it on my own.
Yeah.
I ain't want nobody around me because
Mm.
it's like, hey man, I'd rather do it by myself. Because if I get caught up myself,
That's the whole game.
That's the game.
Mhm.
That's it. That's it. So
That's
you
it.
know, I just did it by myself. You know, and I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
I wasn't even talking about just the dirt. I
Right,
was
no.
talking about the experience of you know, like basically what he was saying, basically like, man, being fearful but overcome. And then God usually
Oh yeah, I can't.
give you a way,
Oh,
give you a way
yeah.
out. Give you a way out.
God gave me a way out every day.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. God give me a way
So
out
true,
every
brother.
single day.
That's so
Mhm.
true.
So, you know, man, I just live it by Him.
Well,
You know,
you and for people like yourself, you know, he give you a way out because he's sending something to the people through you because you're in leadership.
right.
Yeah. How you know?
Pardon me?
Did he tell you?
Well, he said he was in the union. That's
Oh,
leadership.
yeah.
Top man.
Right.
He,
That's-
he the
that's
man.
leadership.
He him.
Yeah, that's straight leadership
Yeah.
where you giving people the advice where they can maintain their income so they can keep their families fed.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
that's a vital artery.
That's right.
So how long you been doing that, man?
I've been doing it 37 years.
Man, that ain't no
Wow,
joke.
bro.
Oh, I'll be right back.
That ain't no joke.
Keep it
That's
going,
no
Mark.
37
That's
years.
no joke at all.
Yeah.
Man, but I done been like they done sent me to training
Mm-hmm.
and everything. You get all that knowledge and you come back. You know, everybody they looking for you to, hey man, this happened, that happened.
Mhm.
So it's for me to help get them out of it. So even if they're wrong,
Right.
you know, I gotta go up there and tell them, look, man, you was wrong.
Yeah. Right.
You know,
Right.
but here's what I can do for you.
Still, they
Mhm.
need proper representation
Right.
with due process of the law.
Mhm.
That's right.
Exactly.
Union many
That's
years
right.
myself.
Exactly. So,
That's right.
I was shop steward at one time.
uh-huh.
Some of my folks weren't totally correct, but
Mhm.
you know, they must adhere to what they must adhere to. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Don't cut no corners.
Right.
To that nature.
Right.
You know, man, I commend what you're doing, man, because it's not easy.
I like to
No.
give people. I like to give people their flowers while they're here, right?
Mm.
Because a lot of hard work pay off, man. This dude, man, let me tell y'all something. Marcus too. He played plenty of times with the band. We didn't even make no money.
Mhm.
We just played.
Bro, that's go-go.
He was there when we.
That's go-go.
He was there. He was there when we was in the building stage. He was in the band when we was in there trying to get some recognition. You came in on the shoulders of guys like him,
Right.
but he didn't ask for nothing
Right. Okay.
when the band was getting paid, and I couldn't give him nothing.
Mm.
And you've been laboring in that field, because see, a lot of people don't understand leadership, man. That's not an easy job.
Now you know that's what
Yeah,
you do.
yeah.
You do the same thing.
Mhm.
So
Take your head off of me, because
Uh-oh.
uh-oh.
you him.
Oh,
man.
Y'all see that right there?
So
I am him.
and say, man, and it wasn't free. You had you take a lot of slack being him,
Mhm.
because you him. Because guess what? Well, it's not arrogance. You is him. If it don't work out, who they gonna blame?
They're gonna blame me.
Blame me.
Yeah,
They're gonna blame me. I gotta take it regardless.
right.
So hey. That's what you gotta do, man.
That's
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So, man, man, freedom is not free, man.
Mm-mm.
It ain't, man. And we can chop that up in a lot of different ways, because
So many different
Man.
ways.
having free will, man, it take work.
It does.
On this plane down here, we on right here,
Mhm.
you have all the good intentions you want. You're gonna fall short in some area.
You know, let me add something to that. You know, we talk about the freedom ain't free. There's an expense for freedom, right? But we also always talk about I want to be free, fight to be free, all of that stuff. But let's think about when you are free, you should have something to show for it too.
It's very deep.
And
What
it
you
ain't
free
al-
for?
and it ain't always monetarily either.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. So
No,
you
absolutely.
free to do. What are you doing with it?
What about your character?
What are you
What
doing
about
with
your
that
integrity?
freedom?
What about your integrity?
Exactly.
What about your love?
That's right.
What kind of love? What kind of love?
What you do to give back
yeah,
or,
yeah.
or whatever, you know, to keep somebody else and get them to this freedom that you have worked so hard. to
Yeah,
get, you
but
know?
let's say, because I was dealing with AI a little bit, just experimenting with it, and it's all about purpose. And I said, AI, create an animated picture of the Earth, the globe Earth, with a big no loitering sign on it. Protruding from the planet, no loitering.
Yeah.
So the thing is that I'm gonna use that for a purpose. What am I gonna say? I got some material I'm gonna be putting together, and it's gonna be based on purpose. And I use that particular picture as part of the demonstration presentation, but it'll have a globe with no loitering on. In other
Right.
words, you here, but you ain't. What you doing?
Right.
That's deep.
Right.
What you doing? No loitering, chap. Don't be. If you gonna be here,
Dig
don't be just loitering on the planet.
it. You gonna be here, be here.
Don't be just
Right.
loitering.
That's right.
Right.
Exactly.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
No loitering.
That's a good one there.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's a good
So
one.
it kind of connects with the freedom. Ain't free, but also what you do with the freedom.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
What you doing with it?
You know.
Yeah, what you want? Cause I mean, that's it's funny. And I gotta go back to Jesus. That's my favorite guy.
Yes, man. What
Out of
you
everybody
talking
who
about?
walked the planet, you see, it's sad that they took him and tried to throw him in a religious pool.
Mhm.
That's the trick of the enemy too. When they try to throw him in a religious pool,
Right.
the religious people was the ones who had him killed,
They did something.
and then and then they tried to throw him into. And he kept saying, and you don't hear nobody talk about this in no churches or nothing, in no synagogues, because that's what it is, church of people. So in no synagogues, you ain't never heard nobody say, when he said, be careful of the leaven of the Pharisees. And then he explained it. And people act like they don't understand. He explained it perfectly. He said that they want to be seen doing long prayers. They want to creep into widows' houses. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they want
women.
Yeah, silly women relating with lust. They want to, but he's saying that they esteem themselves above the people. Like they don't have no sin. Like they don't have, they don't need no saving. They righteous.
I'm above it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's-
You all
right.
adhere to it. That you-
Yeah, they're right.
They're right.
And ain't none of us righteous.
None of
Ain't none of us.
None of
At least I know I ain't.
it. No, I'm not either.
You know what I'm saying?
Pastor to the bishop. None of them
And
are
all them
righteous.
titles. He
They're
said that
human.
too.
They're human.
He said they like titles.
Oh yeah.
He said they like titles. I don't want no title. I'm a soul winner. If you're gonna give me a title, I want to be a soul winner. He said, "Precious is the feet of a soul winner." That was the mission.
That's right.
The mission is to bring people to Christ. Period.
That was it.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know what? Now, after all these years coming up and all these things that we indulged in, all these type of identities we done conform to, which ain't really natural, it ain't really nothing.
Right.
But when you get to a certain point where you begin to take on God knowledge, that no matter who you're talking to, that's going to end up being your conversation.
Anyway,
That's just where your conversation
Yeah,
gonna go to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the knowledge of God is not religion.
it's not religion.
It's not religion.
It's
And
not.
in the most smartest and intelligent circles, okay, but none of y'all got the knowledge that created a universe. None of y'all had that.
See, and I'm not proclaiming to know nothing. All I know is I need him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All I know is if anything's going to work out in my favor,
That's right.
it's going to be because of him.
That's right. That's right.
Because I can't explain. You just talked about back in those days, and I never did nothing to none of the guys in the band or nothing. But the point I'm making is that he the one got me through that, not me.
Not true.
I did everything not to be here,
Yep.
and he got me here.
Yes, sir.
And he used a wretch like me. He can use a wretch like me, and that's the message of
Yeah.
and that's the message of the documentary.
Mhm. That's right.
See,
He using you as an advocate.
people can
That's what that is.
advocating for salvation.
Mhm.
But that's the
Using
only
you
thing
as an
worth something is
advocate.
our spirit, our soul. Our soul is the only thing on this earth worth something.
Mhm.
Everything else ain't nothing.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, and so people that's real intelligent, they don't understand. Each breath is a gift. Each breath.
Each
Mhm.
breath.
Every second, every
And
minute
when you
of
get
every
on your
hour.
back one time or another, you'll realize that.
Yeah, somebody
We
cut-
about to talk
When you
some
get
real
on,
talk
when you
right
get on
here.
your back,
Yeah,
you be
Lord.
like, oh,
It was
Lord.
it was a comedian that did that. I forgot what his name was,
For real.
but he was talking about how about they start charging for oxygen.
Mhm.
He said, and then you be on the corner talking to your friends. Hey man, you know what I'm saying? You seen Billy when hold up. He said,
I need some more of
no, he said somebody done cut my hair.
Oh,
No, they done cut my hair.
wow. Wow. Yeah, don't let them get that.
They selling water. See, and people act like they don't remember.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I remember a time when that was
It
ridiculous
is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
to buy water.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What? Man, we drank out of the water.
Man.
hose.
Oh, the
Play
water
basketball,
hose.
man.
They done bottled up water, man.
That's right.
Whose ever yard it is.
That's
See,
right.
and,
right.
and listen,
And in the house,
Whoever
you,
y'all
you
is.
fill your picture
That's
up in the
right.
sink, put it in the fridge. Yeah, whoever house it was.
That's right.
see, one thing that we don't get that human beings are creatures of environments
Mhm.
and adapting.
Mhm.
They adapt without knowing it.
Mhm. Mhm.
And that I believe that ain't what God want for me. So like the less in your circle or your
Mhm.
your people that with you, the more powerful. Because when you get a diamond out the rock, right, it's got a lot of trough on it.
Mhm.
And then you got to burn the trough with real high heat. You got to burn the trough off. It's hard to come off.
Mhm.
But when you finally get it all off, whatever the that's God's job. Whatever the process of getting all the trough off,
Mhm.
the
Right.
diamond is smaller in stature, but higher in value.
In value.
Yeah.
Hiring back.
Lord have mercy.
Huh?
That's right.
Mhm.
It's deep.
So,
Very deep.
yeah, the trough getting off us. And for people who listen to this show, we get caught up in it, but it's not religion.
No,
If
it's
you
not
hearing this
religion.
stuff, we're not talking religion, man.
Not religion.
Matter of fact, we're talking facts.
Mhm. Well, further.
If you want to say that, the word facts.
That's what it
This is facts, man.
That's what it is.
Because you know what? Once you lived it, you can talk about it. See, one thing I learned too, if I ain't lived it, I don't talk. I shouldn't be talking about it. Now I did that when I was foolish, talking about stuff that I ain't never experienced. And experience don't mean one time.
Right,
It's got to be a consistent.
right.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's got to be consistent. So the stuff I'm talking about now, I've been living it consistently. Not to perfection,
Right.
but going in the right direction.
That's right.
Mhm.
Come on now. Come on now.
So, you know, I can tell you, I need them
Absolutely.
in everything I do.
Everything.
And
They said, "What's your secret?" Him. He the real. I'm him. But you know, he make you out him.
You the little him.
Yeah,
He's little him, huh?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And likeness of him, though.
Yeah. And likeness of him. Yeah.
Hey,
That's
that's
right.
all it is.
Go ahead.
Hey,
But you know, when people hear you talk like that, this the first thing they go to, they religious. What you don't understand is that you had your total identity taken from you. Prior to you losing your identity, you was God's people. And when you was God's people, God was your culture.
That's right.
See, when we were stripped of our culture and identity, which was all God. And now in this dispensation, we have work, we have play, we have culture, we have government, we have church. all of that stuff is in a rotation. So where we are today, we rotate God in.
Mm.
We rotate him in like work, play, and everything else. He get his turn. But prior to us being stripped of our identity and being God's people, no, it wasn't no rotation.
Right,
That
right.
God was your way of life.
And I want to say this too,
Total way of
because
life.
I don't
Total way of
think
life.
that it was a utopia before slavery either with our people, because they did a lot of voodoo, and I know for a fact because I work with a lot of the natives. They did a lot of voodoo,
Mhm.
and see that God knew what He's doing too, man. See, the thing about it is, we all fall short.
Oh,
So I'm not into one people or this people. You know,
right, right.
I believe this. I'm just talking about me, because everybody got their own choices of belief. We was chosen because we was the most hard hit. So you want to be chosen, right?
Right.
So you know the chosen people that want to kill Christ.
Mhm.
You don't want that. You don't want that title,
Got
do
that
you?
chosen.
Yeah, but they do them the chosen people.
Mm-hmm.
The chosen people said crucify him.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to be chosen? That's y'all people. You got to take that too.
Mm.
You can't just take the good part.
Right, right. You gotta take all
You
that.
got to take the fact that you the one put the God in the flesh to death. You the one was against God
Yep.
Mhm.
for a long time while He was blessing you, and you gave God your butt to kiss, your people.
Sure did.
So but I understand that charity started home, then spread abroad. There's a principle to everything. Like we said, it's a way to do things. So yeah, man, we gotta start loving on each other. Cause look at what we talk about. Oh, it come natural because it's in the ancestry too.
Mhm.
The ancestors backstabbers too. Let's keep it real. Then they say, okay, we go back to the old black culture again. Then they say that the other slaves ran us down and sold us to the white man.
Yep.
Ain't that one of the, come on, man.
People.
And that was over there on the motherland, right?
Yep.
So I'm saying, I don't know if none of these stories true, but I know for a fact now it's being done. Right?
Mhm.
I don't know about the past and all the stories that we just talked about. But I know right now that's been a pattern among our people, right?
So unfortunate.
But guess what?
Mm-hmm.
This is what he said. I do agree with this. Marcus, what you said is God is a coach and God is love. You know, it's a cartoon. We was talking about the cartoons on the thing.
Right.
It was a cartoon back in the day. It was two little groundhogs or chipmunks or whatever. They was groundhogs. I think they was two little groundhogs.
With little English voices.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
what you're
yeah,
talking
about.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But they had it right. Like the other one would say, no.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you first.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
old,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
And he said that no.
Yeah.
He said, I wouldn't think of it.
Yeah.
Right.
After you.
After you. Yeah.
And then
yeah,
they say,
yeah.
let's go together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then they say, let's go together.
Yep.
Dog chasing.
Yep.
Hold up, man, they're under pressure. The dog
Right,
is coming.
right.
He said, you go first. No, you don't know. I insist you go first. No, after you. No, I wouldn't think of it. You go, and I'll follow.
Remember them joints.
Yeah.
And then they said, let's go together.
Mhm.
That's the formula. We talking about how to. That's the formula, man.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I should want more for my brother than I do my own
Yep.
self. That's when you get it. I ain't all the way there myself,
Right.
but that's the formula.
Mhm.
That's the God formula.
Yep.
Right into a cartoon. The cartoon.
So like a cartoon, they can
Mhm.
put a deep value in there like that. You know what I
The
mean?
gift is when you start
Sure.
understanding the spiritual nature and
That's
stuff.
true.
Like Marcus
So
was saying
true.
earlier, that's a gift, man. That you know what a gift is? That means you ain't earned
That's right. That's right.
it.
That's right.
I'm gifting you this. You don't say you deserve it,
Without merit, you didn't earn it.
Mhm.
and you don't deserve it. It's a gift.
Yep.
Right.
So that's what we talking about. Christ was a gift. So we couldn't measure up.
Sure didn't earn it.
Nobody can measure up.
Deserve
Nope.
none whatsoever. Yep.
And the sad thing about it is, I told you that was a mean trick when they threw him in the religion jump.
Right.
They threw him in the religion jump, and now people are, oh yeah, man, that's just another religion. Ain't been nobody on the earth like him
Nope.
at all.
Nope. And they don't hate no other deity like
Yeah.
they hate Christ.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
think about it.
Mhm.
You don't see people running around protesting against Muhammad or
No,
Buddha
sir.
or the Dalai Lama.
I'm gonna give y'all a quick story, right? Several years ago, I used to work at this spot in Fredericksburg called it was an Mannheim auto auction, right? And one of my co-workers, this white chick, we came back to work on Monday. I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" She said, "All right." She said, "How's your weekend?" I was like, "Blah blah blah." She said, "I had a crazy weekend, right?" So she told me the story how she had met some guy online, and they had set up a date that they was gonna go to somewhere in Woodbridge, right? So she said she met the guy on Woodbridge. It was some type of
I've
community
been missing
event.
calls because
She said she got there before the dude did. She got there before the guy did. So she came in, got a table,
Kevin.
and she said when she came in there, she saw that it was like old folks. It was like different generations,
Hold on.
grandparents. Which one? Stop.
No, go ahead.
It was like grandparents, parents, and kids, like 3 generations, stuff like that, right? So she said it was running around saying, "Follow the hate, follow the hate, follow the hate," crazy stuff. And she said they was saying, running around in little trains like we would be in the go-go's on the train. They was running around in that joint, screaming, screaming, "Jesus is dead. Jesus is dead." So not too long after, her date shows up, right? Her date shows up, sits down, and then she realized, oh, I'm in a devil worshiping event. So she told the guy she gonna get up, go to the bathroom. She got up, went to the bathroom, and then from the bathroom, she slid out the door and left. But I say that whole story to say 2 things. One of the main things is that she's in a devil worshiping event, but they not running around saying, "I hate Allah." They not running around saying, I hate Buddha. They run around saying, Christ is dead. That's who they hate. See what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Hey, man, I missed your call. I don't know what happened though, Kevin, but man, we was talking, man, and man, we in all agreement, man, that you got an awesome gift, man. Are you there? Kevin? Hello? Hello? It's on my phone. It's working. Hello? Hello?
Maybe you muted you out for a minute. Got another
See?
call.
Hello? Yeah, call back. Let me see.
I'm gonna take this second real quick to add to that too, right?
Let me get these calls. in.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we'll finish up. Polo Mark. So, so they was obedient, so we're gonna get them in.
Right.
Yo, what's going on, bro?
Oh, Mark, what's your comment there, Polo Mark? Is that
Hey, you already know that's who it is. What's good with you, man?
what's up, man?
Hey, I enjoyed that, man. I really enjoyed that. That was a walk back in time right there, man, and you was right on it. You know what I'm saying? It was live, man. I really liked that. You told the story like you supposed to tell.
Appreciate you, and you always a supporter, man.
Already, man. You know, that's what we got to do, man. We got to lift each other up, you know.
Y'all don't know, Mark coming to see Slave Rhythm back when we first started.
Yes, sir.
What's
Yes,
good,
sir.
Polo?
Hey, what's happening? What it do?
We got your boy Fred here,
Oh.
They call him Love Boat.
AKA Love Boat. What's up, Polo Mark?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not the kind you,
That's what. Yeah, not the kind you smoke.
not the kind you smoke.
No, I know. Hey, look.
brother.
Hey, man, God is good, man. Been hanging in there, man. How you doing, man? It's been years, man.
Grace of God, I'm still here talking to you, man, and able to be here on this show, man. You know.
Oh, yes, sir. It's good hearing, man. Listen, I tell you, man. Yeah, you too, man. You was nice back in the day, my man.
Hey, bro, that's good to hear, bro.
Hey, Mark, I gotta go, man. You want to make a statement before I go? Because I got like 4 people that call like yourself.
Okay. Yeah, man. I just want, man, to big you up, man, for one, boo. I mean, it ain't been an easy road, man. We all travel that road. But you standing firm on yours, man, and you allow God to use you, man. And I think that's a good thing, man. It's uplifting the neighborhood and keeping the brothers intact, man, is a wonderful thing, man. So keep doing your thing.
Love you, man. And
all right. Love you too, man.
Some real good stuff with the clothesline, y'all. Black in the city. So y'all support.
Yes, sir. Yes.
All right, fam.
Yes, sir. All right. God bless y'all.
All right, brother.
Got you.
So, let me see. Oh, what's called that? Let me get the white first. He called the white bomb.
Yeah.
You got to answer. We ain't got that much time. We're going with Scotty Thomas is next. Oh,
your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Okay. We just doing the due diligence.
Keep it moving.
Yeah, this slide.
Doing the boo diligence.
Try to get him in.
That's right.
So all the missed calls. You got to strive for it at least.
Yeah.
What's up, baby boy?
That's old East
Yeah.
Slide.
What's up, baby boy?
The real karate man. Hey, man.
What they talk? The real karate man. The real karate man. What's up, baby? Huh?
Slide, man.
You sound like you far away, dog. You sound like you far away. What's going on with it?
Yeah, I'm a little bit away from the speak over there, but
man, look, you sound like you in a tunnel and shit.
But you still can hear me in the tunnel.
Oh, that's fucked up. Okay, all right. Well, all right, okay. What's going on, baby boy? What's going on, man? I got to deal with it. I got to deal with it.
Got to deal with it. That's what we talking about, man.
That's my nigga. My nigga. What's going on, man? I love you too, man. What's going on, baby? Man, no question, bro. We go way back, Slim. Hey, Slim, we go way back.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I ain't got no new friends, Slim. I fuck with my people that I grew up with. I don't fuck with new people, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I already get it, man. I'm
there it is. There it is. I don't fuck with no new niggas, bro. You feel me?
I'm blessed to be.
I don't fuck with no new niggas. I fuck with motherfuckers. Look, I grew up with. If I don't know you, nigga, I ain't trying to get to know you. No, for real, bro. Come on now.
Hey, man.
It's devils out here, bro. It's real devils out here, bro.
I'm glad I'm in the.
Hey, look, it's real devils out this motherfucker, bro. For real, I ain't lying.
Yeah.
If I didn't grow up with you, nigga, I don't know you. I don't know you. We associates. If I ain't grew up with you, nigga, we associates.
That's how you go.
You a constituent.
That's a nice title. Hey, look.
That's for real though. That's real though.
We got like 3 more callers that we missed, and we get ready to stop in 15 minutes almost. But I love you,
y'all
man.
get ready to do what?
And I
love you too, bro. Man, hey, look, you know, I got your back, dog. I got your back, dog. You already know. Hey, look, when it's time to go to war, nigga, you better call me. When it's time to go to war, nigga, call me. You heard me? I'm ready to kill a motherfucker. You feel me?
What you call that? Thundercat sign.
Hey, look. When it's time to kill a motherfucker, nigga, you better call me, because I'm ready to kill a motherfucker. I ain't bullshit, nigga. I'm not bullshit. I'm not bullshit.
Hey, look, man.
When it's time to go to war, nigga, you better call me. You better call me, dog.
Man, I love you. Hey, look.
You heard?
Today,
You heard?
today, I ain't got no wars to fight. Only for,
Hey, look, look, we get ready to go to war, Slim. Hey, look, I don't know what you thinking. We get ready to go to war, Slim. You don't think about it. Look, we get ready to go to war, baby. We get ready to go to war. Y'all niggas better wake up. This shit is real. This shit get ready to happen. It's get ready to happen. So y'all niggas better wake up. That shit real. This shit is real.
Hey,
You heard?
but look, we'll talk about that. You can talk to me, man, and vent and all that, man. I love you, but I gotta go. We're on the show.
I love you too, bro. I love you too, bro. You know I got your back, dog. I got you.
Gotta go. Let's go, Butch. Butch, keyboard playing Butch. That's your cousin.
Oh yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Hello?
Butch.
Hey, how you doing, boo?
Hey, 2 minutes, Butch. Nah, I'm just joking, man.
2
How
minutes.
you doing, man?
All right. I tried to reach y'all.
I know
I
that's
couldn't
why
get through on any.
everybody who called. I missed like 4 calls, man.
Yeah,
We got your
I hear
cousin
you.
over here.
Yeah, I heard. And I heard you working on a documentary or something.
And got your first grade classmate.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, we go back to first grade. Butch is Lazenby, man.
Yeah. Oh, you got Donald over there.
Everybody say Donald.
Wow, you going
That's
way
your
back to
grade
first
name, bro.
grade. Yeah, we're in that first grade photo. You know, when you was little,
I like to see that.
and the
Butch.
whole
Send that to
class
me if
be
you
up
got it.
there. Yeah.
You got it?
Man, I might have it. I know I got one
Send them
from
to me
sixth
when you
grade.
get home.
Yeah,
Send
I
them
got
to
one
me.
from sixth grade. Let's
Yeah, we need to get all that history out, Butch.
Yeah.
Stop holding on to
That's awesome.
all them jewels, man.
Yeah, man. You can't let the DC and Maryland have all the fun.
Hold up, Butch. Hold up. Let me get y'all there. Both of y'all on. Hold up. I'll get both of y'all on. Hey, Dwight. I got Butch on the phone with you, so y'all got to both talk. You got something to say? Dwight,
Yeah.
say something.
Yes, sir.
That's my man.
Oh yeah, my man Boo, man. We definitely brothers, man. We've been around since the early '80s. You know,
Yeah.
and I got a lot of respect for him. Yeah, we've been around, man.
Yeah, you know you on the documentary. You the guy on the documentary was talking about my cousin Fred.
Can they hear me, Boo?
Yeah, you on live.
I can hear you.
Yeah, man. We've been all over since teenagers, man.
Yeah.
From teenagers up to right now, we've been all over, man. All over DC, Maryland, Virginia together, man. We're definitely the best of friends.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that
It is.
be loved and
Man.
respected, man. It's hard to get both
Got
of them.
Doc.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's hard to get both of them.
Yeah,
Love and respect.
Yeah, I'm a little busy. You could thank my cuz for that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
You
man.
can thank my cuz for making me busy.
Okay.
It's not intentional.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not intentional.
Yeah, we definitely been a help to one another.
Shady Groove and Ovation.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
So
We've been
big.
together since it's been a long time.
Yeah, that's
I know, man.
This old Alexandria buddy right there, the white.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this all Alexandria people over here. Except my man.
Do he know
from
me?
Virginia. I don't know what part
Yeah.
Mark is from. He ain't tell us.
King George.
Oh,
You
he
know
from
me. I
King
used to be with
George.
Rick Roy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he down there.
Yeah.
Down there with
That's
my
why I
man.
came from today. That's what took me so long.
So you need to be down there. Hold on, you need to be down there helping support the little youngin down there, Amani. He doing good things.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. He pushing.
Yeah, he pushing, man.
He pushing that
I
joint.
respect.
Push that joint.
So you remember Rick Boyd?
Huh?
Yeah.
I used to hang with him. That's me,
Wow.
Dwight. I used to hang with him.
Yeah, him and Rick was together. Steve Roy cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dwight and Rick, man.
Yeah, that's the white.
Dwight,
Yeah.
you don't
Hold
remember
up.
me. I remember Dwight from GW.
Yeah. Hey, my man Love
Yeah, man, he going way back.
GW, you
And
remember
now,
Hey,
now
hey,
we kinda
hey,
Love
Boo.
smoke.
Hold up.
Hey, hey, Boo.
Yeah.
What if I call you on Facebook?
Nah, I can't do that. I'm on live. I'm on the thing. Can't do that.
Okay.
You gotta wait till I get
Did,
off
did
here.
I have?
But listen,
Did
I'm
I
gonna
hear
let y'all
Love
go,
Boat?
'cause I got one more caller, but I love y'all and thanks for calling in, man.
Hey, we love you
Hey,
too.
man, look here, man. I wish you the best, man. Always, man. You always been all right
Yeah.
with me, man.
I appreciate y'all, both of y'all,
You've
man.
been a help to me, too. You've been a help.
Let me get this one. It's my man Tracy from out here. Yeah, he played Congos too.
Oh yeah.
For a band.
Right.
I play him too.
What happened? You hit something? I'm calling.
Bro,
Tracy,
Yeah.
what's happening, big
you
bro?
on the Man in the Mirror show, man. You live. You live.
I'm live. I'm live.
Yeah, you-
God damn it.
Yeah, you on the Man in the Mirror show, man.
Hey, look. You
Okay.
know I'm going to answer the phone for you, bro. You already know that.
My man, you on the show, man. So
What was
did you watch the documentary?
the one you sent me?
Yeah.
I did, and then I got interrupted. So I ain't
That's
get to
all right.
finish it.
So
I
we
didn't get to finish it.
the topic today, right now, man, we talking about is freedom ain't free, man.
Say it again.
The topic today on the show, we live on the show, Man in the Mirror show, and the topic we set up here talking about is freedom ain't free.
Freedom ain't free. It's definitely not. It's definitely not.
Yeah. And that
What you
can
want
mean
to ask
whatever
me,
it
bro?
means to you. We
Okay.
expanding on it. We're not putting nobody in a box about it.
I got you.
So, man, one thing I want to tell them about you, man, I met this dude at the subway one day. And
Yes, sir.
come to find out later on, he played go-go and he played congos. They had a band, and him and his brother, and I was able to go down the street, a little place down the street, and got on stage with him one night.
Mm-hmm.
And we rocked
Yes,
out.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And we've been buddies ever since.
Brothers, man. Ain't buddies. Ain't no buddies. It's brothers.
Yeah.
Because when
yeah.
you sent me the link, I said, look, I'm gonna check him out because he know what he's talking about, right? I said, I know my brother, he know what he's talking about. You sent me that link, I linked up to it, and I saw your band. I said, oh my God, they cranking. I was with my brother-in-law. That's the one. Remember, he had the scooter, right? He had the little, because he pulled his Achilles. He had the little, he was one wheeling it, right?
Yeah.
Remember he had his leg up. He had his one leg on the little scooter. Look, and he was like, man, look, I seen him before. I said, look, I said, brother, I know what he's talking about though. And you sent me that link, and I went and looked at it, and I called you. I said, bruh, y'all are them. Y'all are them, and you is him. Y'all had everything. Look, everything that I was looking for. I ain't gonna lie. BJ, look, I'm gonna give you whole flowers right now. If don't nobody do it or don't nobody say it, bro, you had one of the crankinest bands out here. Like, no bullshit, bro. I feel like I had one of the crankinest bands out here. It's just hard to keep us all together because there's so much going on, man. It's like, you know what I mean? It's too much, right? Like, I'm all out band. You know, you already know.
All out
You
band.
you
That's the
stepped
name
on
of
the
that.
stage
Oh,
with
they
us.
sound good.
You stepped on the stage with us.
They sound good.
And look, my man, shout out to George, man. He lost his daughter, bro,
Oh man,
in
I'm
his
sorry.
own house, bro. Passed away
I'm
in his
sorry.
own house.
We
So
pray for him.
like we had so many, man. Uh, Boots
Yeah.
had 3 people pass away in his family. In his family, man. Uh, George had 3 people. Man, it's like 6 people that passed away, like in their family, man. Like, so this is like 6 months ago. We gotta get them people their time to grieve.
Yeah.
But we gonna be back. But look, Boo, your band was cranking like shit. I'm gonna give you your goddamn flowers right now. If don't nobody do it, I'm gonna do it. I love you, bruh. And like, look, you a cranking ass lead talker. You know what you're doing. I'm gonna give you all your flowers right now. Don't nobody want to do it. You a dog with it. I promise you, man. I
I love you,
appreciate
man.
you calling me, man. No bullshit. I'm shaping myself up right now because I'm about to go out to the Cambria. But with the shout out to my brother Curtis Malone party tonight. I'm about to
Where
go
they at?
do that.
Where they at?
Cambria, Southwest. Let's do it. Everybody. Pull up. But yo, look, you that dog, bro.
All right,
I'm gonna
man.
give you your flowers right now. And it's not because you called me. You know, I already know. We exchange numbers, bro. You already know what it is, bro.
Oh man, we
You already
family,
know what it
man.
is.
You hit that one on the nail, man. We definitely family. You know, everybody operate different, man. We had my buddy that I grew up with on here a few minutes ago, and he was I guess he was going through something, and he was talking about, you know, and I respect where everybody at, man. But me,
Right.
my mission ain't isolate. I can't isolate myself because the mission that God got me on, I gotta meet people. And that don't mean that they're gonna be in the family like you is, but I do gotta care about this soul, man.
You got to. It's
Got
networking.
to.
Networking is everything, bro. Now,
Yeah, I got
whether
to.
it work out, to anybody's benefit that don't mean nothing. It's all
Yeah,
about networking, bro. Like
yeah,
whether you find out like this is my brother or this is a business partner or if this is a business partner / brother. That's what it is, bro. That's all it
I
is,
mean,
man. Like
like I
we
said,
gotta
Trey,
stay together,
everybody
man.
got
That's
their
all it is.
own, their own agenda of what they doing, man. Like I don't chase money, but it seems like you keep finding. Because look, I'm just saying, what I chase is salvation for people, man. Because I do understand today, man. Ain't nothing down here worth nothing but your soul, man. Ain't nothing else worth
I
nothing.
understand.
And a
I
lot of
understand where you
they might
come.
not understand the way I understand, and that's cool. That's what we was talking about, acceptance. But guess what? I know you got a loving heart. I know my man Sly got a loving heart. Y'all heard him ranting. He got a man. That's one of the best hearted dudes I know, man. But everybody
No
going
doubt.
through their
I
own
grew
journey,
up in
man.
that family. I grew up in a family that you know that love the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So I understand exactly what you're talking about, bro. That's why me and you, my brother, introduced you to me. No,
No, you introduced me to your brother.
my brother knew you already. Tony knew you already, but it's
No,
just so happened.
no,
Like
no. I met Tony at the thing the same night, and that's when he told me you was his brother.
are you lying, bro? No,
I just met him that night.
now you see what you know what I'm saying? You see how everything supposed to line up? Like look, I thought Tony knew you before me.
Nah, I met you at the subway, and
In
then later
Greenbelt.
on we was down the
Right.
street, and Tony was in there. Me and him got the rapping, and we was cool. And he said,
Man,
"That's your brother."
you see how the Lord work, bro? That's crazy, bro.
I'm already here.
Look, that's why I knew, like, when we rap, we exchange numbers, and well, look, I knew you was real with it. Like, I knew you was real with it off the break. When you threw certain things out there, like, you can't just say such and such and such and such and without somebody not knowing that, okay, he know what he's talking about. You gotta know what you're talking about for somebody to be like, yeah, he know what he's doing. That's why I said, you know what? My brother right here, he know what he's talking about. We're gonna rap, and then I saw y'all I looked the link up and I said, oh man, bro got a whole squad. And then next thing you know, guess what? We on the stage, sharing the same stage together in VA. And you tore that motherfucker down, bro. Excuse my French. But you tear it down with everybody you get on stage with. But look, all I'm saying is this. I appreciate you calling me. And bro, you know you big brother, man. You know, we hung out. We hung out. We done played. We done blessed the same stage together. We done did all that, man. We're gonna do it again though. It ain't done. It ain't done. So you look, mess around, be on the front line for All Out. If you look, I don't know what my brother. Shout out to Tip Top Ty. If you listening or if you on here, if you listen to this, that's my dog, man. But Ty got a lot of things going on, so I don't know, what's going on. But look, we not stopping, man. That's all I'm saying. And look, if you want, look, if you got some things that you want to do, look, come on, man, come jump on board. No Diddy, like.
hey, look. I'm a practice deal. I can't come without my cowbell player. I gotta bring my cowbell player.
I need a real bell player though. I promise. Well, look, we gonna collab. We gonna rap.
I love you.
I love you, bro. You already know.
So, man, we coming to the end. Marcus, you want to finish that? Did you put a pin in it, or did you don't remember all that, man?
Oh no. All I was just saying in reference to the story I was telling is that that particular date they had.
Yeah.
The entertainment was a DJ, which was a nationally known DJ, but the DJ was from out of town.
Yeah.
But all the people attending was local. So that's just to let you know what's in your community and you don't even know it.
See the thing about it is let's say like understanding. They say wisdom is the principal thing. But with all that get some understanding. And that's a gift, man. Yeah. All of it's gift, absolutely. Right? The world is like dirt. In the soil of dirt, you got everything in there. But that's the source of everything grow from. Could you explain to me, any of y'all, how a fragile stem come out padded down ground with rocks and all kind of elements under there, padded down, come all the way out and come out to the sunlight?
It find a way. You can't
explain it because it's so fragile. Yeah. Once it get out, you can just break it like this. Just touch it.
Come through concrete.
But the point I'm saying is the ground is padded down. Mm-hmm. Right. It's not. It don't have a point on it. Right. How does it come up out the ground? And it's not. It's not sturdy. It's flimsy. How do it come out the ground? Nah, because man's wisdom gonna lead all the way back to faith. In the end, we just gonna have to trust God. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
In the end,
it come right through that.
Because if you, I gotta say this: if you go back to say where this come from, where that come from, because I'm getting ready to prove to y'all it's not wise not to believe there's a God. If you can say where this come from, where that come from, okay, where the first of anything comes from. You're not going to be able to explain it. Our minds is not wired that way. Right. We're not going to be able to explain it, and it's going to take faith. Just believe He is, and He can.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, like we said, if you're looking at this is not a religious show. It's a show of uplifting and inspiring. That's what this show stands for. Man in the mirror. So we can face ourselves and get better.
Always room for that.
Yeah.
Always.
You notice we ain't say get perfect.
Oh, better.
No.
We just want to get better.
I learn something new every day.
Come on. Yeah.
Every day I learn something new. So
They said, hey, Marcus, you know what they say when you stop learning, it's over.
Yeah, absolutely. You stop growing, you die.
Yeah, if you stop growing, you die.
Mhm.
So, anybody got any last words, man? I enjoyed the show, man. I love it. Thank you guys for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Man, thank you guys, man.
Thank you for having me, man. This has been very inspirational, man. And I'll tell you, man.
Well, you know where I'm at. Just call before you come.
Yeah. I understand that, bro.
Yeah.
That's only common courtesy. You know what I mean? It's common courtesy, brother.
So, how about you, man?
Man, only thing I gotta say is October 18th, Tidal Basin in DC, come out with my Team Pink crew.
Come on, man.
Breast Cancer Walk, L Boogie, Stephanie, Beth, Impact, Rest in
Come on.
Peace, Rod Dog, Scoop Loop, Chunk Bug, everybody. Come on out to the Tidal Basin. Marcus Glover, 2 Up, 2 Down crew, all of y'all, come on out there, October 18th, Tidal Basin.
That's what's up.
And a lot of guys, I didn't mention you, man. I do appreciate you, man. Everybody that's in my life, man, I appreciate, man. And love is an action word, you know.
That was on Man in the Mirror. Man in the Mirror, the one I did, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, love is an action word.
Yeah.
That was the title of that.
I think that was it.
Love is an action word.
Mhm.
Definitely an action word. Marcus, what you want to say in closing?
Just glad to be here amongst good brothers, trying to put out a good message, trying to, whatever we have, we want to leave it for the next generation or whoever else can use it.
Yeah.
So just glad to be a part of it.
We end it in the usual way, man. Like we said, man, this is the talk show that matters. And that was coined by an ex-member, Mr. Rodney Grant. He coined that, and I get credit where credit due, man. All the people who, was a host on this show, man. Marcus was one. Amy, she was one. Nate, the great Nate Jenkins. You got my man who passed away. He was a good friend of Horace Arad, who was also one. Focus Field was one.
Oh, my man.
Even our homeboy, the great football player, Radcliffe Thomas.
Oh, Radcliffe.
He was one.
Yeah.
Who else did I leave anybody out? We had that thing that day. We had a reunion joint. Some people didn't show up, but I think I got everybody who was at the reunion.
That's pretty good too.
Yeah, we had the reunion, and we're gonna do that again. And then we're gonna have some reunions for guests too. So, man, we're gonna keep holding the torch, keep going forward.
That's
man.
right. That's
You
right.
know?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
And see, and then it's not personal if people didn't. The vision was given to me. So with the help, that's cool. But that when they stopped that on me, I stopped because the vision was given to me. When God gives you the vision, you gotta go. With or without help.
Don't get no choice in it, huh?
So we're gonna end it, man. Thank anybody for tuning in. It's here on Beltway Radio and Beyond on YouTube and Facebook and on Boo Jones' Facebook page. Just watch it. I mean, because inspiration comes from anybody God chooses to use. It's not the vessel, it's the voice that's going through it. Like Marcus said, it's the power. Without the power, it's just a shell. We out here.
Come on.
I would be out there, we